New for you this morning, police in Albuquerque investigating another deadly pedestrian crash. This one happened last night about 9 o'clock here on San Mateo, just north of Montgomery on San Mateo Lane. Police say a man was crossing the street when a car hit and killed him. They do not think alcohol was involved. They have not said who the man is or if the driver is going to face any charges. Well, it has been a month since the Department of Justice brought the gavel down on Albuquerque's police department with a scathing report, and now the city is trying to redesign that department.
Yeah, this new move is to help keep cops in line by weeding out the bad apples in the department. New people are being put in charge, but the promotion of one cop with a shaky past is raising a whole lot of questions. News 13's Samantha McDonald is live at APD headquarters in downtown Albuquerque with more. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Elizabeth. APD sent out an email announcing a new rank of major and the promotion of 2 commanders for that position. Now there will be a chief, deputy chiefs, majors, and commanders in the top leadership. In a statement, Chief Gordon Eden said the change is in response to the DOJ report, which said officers need more supervision. These 2 majors will keep tabs on officers in the field, which used to be the job of one deputy chief. APD said they'd promote Commander Anthony Montano to major. However, the other man promoted to major has a bit of a past. Tim Gonterman was an officer back in 2006 when a federal jury ruled against him and 2 other officers, saying he used excessive force for tasing an unarmed man to the point he suffered burns and lost part of his ear. That man, Jerome Hall, was homeless and had been warned not to walk along Central when he was tased. News 13 asked about Major Gonterman's past. He said to us in a statement that was 12 years ago. Taser technology was new and didn't work as well. But he did go on to say that was a mistake and he did learn from it. Back to you.
All right, Samantha, thank you very much. Incidentally, the homeless man injured by the taser was shot and killed in 2006, a day after that federal jury awarded him the $300,000. His murder remains unsolved. A cop with a controversial past is in the spotlight again.
Officer Ed Von Kutzelben is being sued, saying he used excessive force at a house party down in Berlin last year. The federal lawsuit says Von Kutzelben called for a couple to go over to him. The officer says a woman attacked him, but the lawsuit says Von Kutzelben slammed her to the sidewalk for no reason, breaking her arm. Later, after she slipped a handcuff, the lawsuit says Von Kutzelben threw her down again and dragged her by that broken arm.
I broke my arm.
Get up!
Wait.
Stand up now! Turn around. Turn around.
Ow.
Watch out with your arm.
Ow.
Now, despite the officer here saying he was attacked, he never wrote a report, and the woman was never charged with a crime. Ed Von Kutzelben was at the center of another high-profile case, this back in 2009. He was the chief of Mountain Air Police when he fired at a car there after a traffic stop. During the chase, that driver slammed into another car, killing a grandmother and her grandson there. Although some in the town wanted Von Kutzelben fired, a state police report cleared him of any wrongdoing, but the city did pay out a settlement to the family.
CYFD's final report on the death of little Omari Varela shows how brutal the attack on the 9-year-old was. According to the report released yesterday, Omari's mom, Cynthia Varela Casals, admitted to kicking the boy, then taking his unconscious body into the bathroom where she continued to kick him. She then waited, according to the report, a half hour before calling 911. Casals told authorities that she was frustrated with his behavioral problems. She and Omari's stepfather, Steve Casals, are both charged in the boy's death.
Well, the Department of Energy insists workers exposed during a radiation leak at the WIP plant will not experience any adverse health problems because of it. This is the latest news from a new report just out yesterday. It confirms 22 of the 140 WIP workers who were tested were exposed to about the same amount of radiation you'd get from a chest x-ray. Meanwhile, investigators are still trying to figure out exactly what happened. The leak was back on February 14th inside panel 7. New photos here show something produced heat, melting plastic and rubber on at least one container. Investigators think waste from Lano had a chemical reaction and ruptured inside the underground chamber. Well, firefighters on the front lines of the Signal fire down in the Gila are keeping a very close eye on the weather. The fire is burning just north of Silver City and is now 35% contained, but could grow as temperatures rise and the wind moves in soon. Folks down there may get worse, or the smoke down there may get worse in the next few days as firefighters start doing burnouts. Smoke may be seen in the area. And investigators do think a person or people started the fire last Sunday. Liz.
The Santa Fe Police Department needs your help to save a young girl. 16-year-old Michaela Martinez is from Ojo Caliente. She was diagnosed with a rare disease that causes her red blood cells to break apart, then release hemoglobin, which keeps them from carrying oxygen through her body. The once vibrant teen is now confined to a hospital bed so she can have daily blood infusions. Doctors say a bone marrow transplant could save her life, but they are unable to find a donor right now. The Santa Fe Police Department is holding a donor drive at the police station this Monday from 10 to 4. Testing is really easy. All they need is a cheek swab. Go to KRQE.com and click on KRQE links for more information. 5:07 now the time. A Rio Rancho Elementary School class is in a class of its own.
Yeah, it recently won a national book challenge, and it's not only getting a book published, but it's getting some money too. First grade class at Colinas del Norte Elementary School is one of 30 classes all across the country that won the Student Treasures National Book Challenge. The class spent several weeks writing and even illustrating an educational book called In the Ocean. Each student wrote about one ocean animal and drew a picture to go with it.
They learned that they need to work hard, and if they keep working hard, they can have a beautiful book in the end, so they can apply that to everything.
The hard work was paying off, so we got stuff from prizes.
Yeah, the school is getting $100 from the competition. It's not a lot, but it's going to help to buy more books and stuff to make more books. In the Ocean is not for sale just yet, but it will be soon. Find out how to get it at KRQE.com. Probably will be out in time for the winter holidays. Make a little nice Christmas gift.
That's cool. Good for them.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
You know, $100, it buys quite a bit of pencils and paper and stuff
Sure
like
does.
that.
Sure does. Makes a difference.